Kirkliston lies in West Lothian, not far from Edinburgh. In the 12th century, it was known as Liston. In the 13th century, due to the Knights Templars, it became known as Temple Liston. Eventually, in the 14th, 15th century, it settled with the name Kirkliston. It has a striking example of a guardhouse, probably later used as a session house. These were built so that members of the family, or people hired, could keep a close eye at night to prevent body snatchers from taking away newly buried bodies. This would be particularly important here, being so close to Edinburgh and its medical school. Some authors even say that trainee doctors were forced to help with the removal of the bodies, otherwise they could not continue their courses. Obviously, they required them for dissection practice. A notable feature of the church is the aisle to the Dalymples families of Stair. There's also a crypt within it to the Hogg family. One of the burials of the Dalymples family here is that of the First Earl of Stair. He was very closely involved with the massacre of the MacDonald clan in Glencoe. Initially, he fell from favour because of this, but later, in the times of Queen Aand, he was given the title of Earl, raised up from that of a Viscount. Stair was their original family home in Ayrshire. One of the burials here is that of Lucy Ashton, a daughter of the First Earl of Stair, James Dalrymple. Sir Walter Scott wrote The Bride of Lammermoor. This apparently is based upon her life story. She was forced into an unwilling marriage and apparently attempted to kill her new husband before going mad. The church has a substantial tower. At one time, very unusually, apparently contained a dovecot or a ducat. It also has a birdcage belfry, surprisingly small for such a church, containing a single bell dated 1687. The church has an impressive 12th century Romanesque-style doorway, although this is now blocked up. The west doorway of the church is said to be modelled upon the doorway found at Holyrood Abbey. Inside the church is a rare copy of the 1643 Solemn League and Covenant. This document was an agreement drawn up between the English Parliament and the Scottish Covenanters during the First English Civil War. The purpose of the document was to unite Scotland and England in religious and political reform, establishing Presbyterianism and limiting the power of the monarch over the church. An aisle to the north counterbalances the much smaller Dalrymple Aisle to the south, where it has an unusual appearance, looking more like that of a house than that of a church.